The fabulous Fox Theatre was haunted once again this month by the national tour of The Phantom of the Opera, but it might not have been the production you remember. When a show is still running on Broadway, the national tour is almost always based on the most recent Broadway staging. Phantom is the exception to this rule. It has been running continuously on Broadway for 30 years and is still grossing about $1 million a week. The national tour based on the Broadway production paid its last visit to the Fox in 2008 and closed in 2010. Since then, a new tour has been launched. It has the familiar music by Andrew Lloyd Webber, book and lyrics by Lloyd Webber, Richard Stilgoe, and Charles Hart, and costumes by Maria Bjornson. New elements include the direction by Lawrence Connor, the choreography by Scott Ambler, and the scenic design by Paul Brown. With a cast and orchestra of 52, the new version of Phantom is still one of the largest productions on tour in North America, but I would bet that the cost of touring went down with this version. The new tour just finished its second run at the Fox. The great improvement over the previous tour is in the fall of the chandelier, which now has an alarming trajectory. I never liked the way the old chandelier fell. The descent to the underground refuge, however, is less compelling than before, as are the crossing of the subterranean lake, the scene on the roof, the masquerade scene without a grand staircase, and the final scene in the Phantom's lair. Even so, I enjoyed the new tour more this time than I did on its last stay at the Fox 3 years ago. The human story came across with more immediacy than I recall sensing in the past. The characterizations were consistently believable in the performances by Quentin Oliverly as the Phantom, Eva Tavares as his protege Christine Daae, Jordan Craig as her admirer Raoul, Trista Moldovan as the prima donna Carlotta, David Benoit and Edward Staudenmayer as the opera impresarios, Phumzile Sojoya as the opera's tenor, Christy Dale Sanders as Madame Giry, and Emily Ramirez as Meg Giry. As always, the staging of the operatic scenes was great fun. Parody has always been one of Lloyd Webber's strongest suits.
Certainly very true, and the best part of The Phantom of the Opera for my money. But let's hear some of that music.